It's Wednesday, and we are back with our Working Women Wednesday series. And I'm so excited. I'm Maj, and I'm here today chatting with Miss Khadijah Corrie, the Khadijah Corrie. And I'm excited for her to share all about her life, everything that she has coming up, all the good things that she's working on. She's running for Miss Maryland. And so we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's jump right in. Well, first, Khadijah, thank you for being here. I'm so excited for you to be here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor. It's always a pleasure to be sitting side by side, the hostess with the mostest, okay?
Yes.
Always, okay? Always.
Come on, hostess with the mostest. And fun fact, Khadijah and I have interviewed before. I interviewed her for my podcast because she has so many wonderful things going on. And we were, and we'll get into this a little bit later, but Khadijah and I were HBCU Queen Sisters. So she was Miss BU and I was Miss NCAT at the same time. And so it's just been history ever since. We've gotten really close and it's been history ever since. So I'm excited for you all to hear a little bit more about her story. Okay, so let's jump in. You know that terrible question when they say, tell us about yourself. That's what I'm about to ask you. So who is Khadijah Corrie? Who is the Khadijah Corrie?
She is me. I am her. Okay. No, my name is Khadijah Corrie. I am currently working in the federal government as an executive assistant and the chief of staff. And I just hit my year mark and got my promotion. So that has been going great. As you know, the pandemic took a toll on a lot of people. And I was fortunate enough, although I lost my job, I was still fortunate enough to get my job back through the government. So I've been working on that process. So I currently have my own business, branding and marketing, and that is called VIP by KC. And I specialize in logos, flyers, invitations, YouTube intros, like you name it, any and everything. But my main focus with my business is luxury planners. So I took that initiative because I'm literally obsessed with planners. Like I love planners so much. So the thing that makes my planners so special is that I feature Black-owned businesses and brands each month. So I think it's not just about me, it's about everybody else. Because, our community is really word of mouth. So I think that is super important to kind of highlight other people who are doing it, other people in their career fields, in their industry, in their lane, people who are really doing it and succeeding at it. I want to be able to highlight that too, and in some way be a part of their success. Because I feel like if, you win, I win. So that's how I look at it. Yes, I am currently running. I'm an official candidate running for Miss Maryland, USA. So I need all the votes. I need all the prayers, all the love. Everybody has been so gracious with supporting and donating and really just being that encouraging word and that support system that I truly need through this process. It is pageant week. I am super excited. And one of my goals is to at least get up there to the semifinals with being People's Choice. So I need all the votes I can get, guys, help me. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to claim it. We're going to claim the title. Okay. So super excited. And I'm just gracious and very, very humbled to even be a part of this and to get that confidence to run, because a lot of girls, want to do it and some can't. And so that's why I stand proudly in my platform, love the skin you're in, because depression can't win. So I want to really bring awareness to mental health in our communities. A lot of times Black people don't think it's okay to sit down and talk to a therapist, or it's not okay to kind of share your information or what's going on in your life, and it doesn't have to be a family member. It can be somebody you don't know, but somebody who's also an expert in that field. So that's why I think it is really, really important. I'm one of those people who suffer from depression and overcame it. So I think, if I can be that voice and be that person to help spread that word and encourage others to do that, that's my goal. Love the skin you're in, because depression can't win.
I love that. Okay, so you have already jumped the gun because I was going to ask about your platform, but we'll talk about that. So okay. Save that, cut that part off, and then save it for the next. So you were, and I mentioned this before, you were Miss Virginia Union University 2015, 2016. You were also Miss Omega Psi Phi. What year was that?
That was not freshman year. I want to say sophomore year. So what was that? 12, 13, 14 maybe?
Yeah, I think 13. I don't know. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Are there any other queen titles that I'm missing?
Yes, I was also Miss Pre-Alumni, and that was also That was my junior year. So that's 13, 14, so 14, 15. I was also Miss Pre-Alumni. I think those were the main titles on campus. So
Okay, so y'all can see Khadijah is not new to the queen and the pageantry life. So, well, how did you first get into pageantry? What attracted you to the queen life?
wow. I guess so I ran for Miss Freshman and I won. And from there, I just did it for the sake of, okay, this is my first time on campus. I want to make a name for myself. I want to do great. Mind you, prior to that, I ran for homecoming queen in high school and I won that. So I was like, okay, well, let's see what else I can do. So I got to college and I did that. And then from there, the two people that inspired me were my king and queen at the time. And I mean, they literally took over that campus. And I was just like, wow, like I want to be like them. Like what I got to do? And I mean, literally from day one, when I became a freshman, I literally been plotting and planning to get that crown. Okay. I mean, from day one. So I literally was inspired by the ones that came before me. I was literally inspired by the other queens I've saw on campus and the ones that I've seen at different schools and just how they carry themselves, how they represent themselves from their character to class, like their integrity, everything about them was something that I wanted to be a part of. And even if it was my own lane or my own genre or whatever, I just really wanted to be that voice. I wanted to be that person. And I feel like a lot of people already looked up to me, but to actually have that extra knowledge, because most times when you're an influencer, people don't follow regular standard people, to be real, right? You have to be somebody doing something. You have to be out there in the forefront. So I said, well, you know what? I'm pretty light. I'm pretty well versed on campus. So I think I can do this and take it to the next level. And I did just that.
I hear that. Well versed, okay? Well liked. We popping on campus is basically what she's trying to say. She just keeping it humble. That's okay. I'll boost you, honey. I'll boost you. So it's pageant week, and we'll talk a little bit about prep in a second. But why Miss Maryland? What made you choose to run for Miss Maryland? Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, wow. Fun fact, I was supposed to run when I graduated from college, right? But that fear, it's always that fear. It's always that fear. No matter how confident someone looks on the outside, it's always that underlying fear. And sometimes that is the only thing that sets us back, right? That's the only thing that really keeps us from really pursuing our dreams and our goals. And this time, because I was aging out, I said, okay, Khadijah, get it together, jump in there. So I really wanted to be a different face. And I think one of the things that truly inspired me was seeing the Miss Maryland, the Miss USA, the Miss Universe. They were all Black women. They were all Black women. And I said, you know what? This is my chance. This is the change I needed to see to feel comfortable, like saying, let me get out there in the forefront. And so I wanted to do just that. But then I didn't want it to be a Black girl thing. I want it to be a individual thing. Like I too am qualified just as much as the next person from my credentials, from the things that I have and all my accolades. So I still wanted to bring that to the light as well. So I think that was one of the reasons that I said, you know what, I can do this. Like I am just as qualified as the next person. And if not, I can work 10 times harder. So, and I think that was something that really inspired me to like, just get out there and jump head in.
Love it, because representation does matter. And I think it's so important, that you talked about, aging out. Sometimes it takes for it to be that last try, for that fear to be like, okay, you got to go because this is it. This is the last try for me. So, you got to get rid of that fear.
And I had that one moment where it's like, at least I did it. Like, even if whatever the outcome is, whatever the results, at least I did it. I don't want to sit on any regrets. I want to just do it.
Yeah. I love that. I absolutely love that. So when you think of all of your queen titles before, so Miss Freshman, Miss Omega Psi Phi, Miss Virginia Union, Miss Pre-Alumni, and Miss Homecoming Queen, all those good things, how would you say those experiences prepped you for where you are now and prepped you for this Miss Maryland experience?
It definitely groomed and shaped me because we have to have an image, right? We're our own brand. And I think being that I was so focused on how I wanted to be viewed right? Versus the person that I am. It's like, okay, well, I don't want anybody to see me in this light. But it said, instead of it making it seem as if I'm playing a role, why not live and walk in that role? Like, that is who I am. That is what I wanted to be. So I wanted to separate myself from the majority and to say that, this is who I am. This is my character, not a act, not a facade. It's not a cover up. This is who I am. This is what I represent. And so I think holding those titles helped me become more aware of myself, aware of the things that I'm putting out there, aware of, how my social media looks, aware of, the company that I keep. So I think that is some of the things that really groomed me. And also, like, it also helped with my public speaking. I took public speaking classes. And now that I had no choice but to get out there and speak, it actually helped me develop that stage fright and kind of get out of that. And of course, being a dancer, I had the stage presence, but now I needed to be able to articulate what I'm saying, regardless of how I look. I may look the part, but I also want to speak and know what I'm talking about as well whenever I'm put in that room or in that position. So those are definitely some of the gems that I've grasped over the years.
Absolutely. And it just makes me think about, all the things our pageant coaches taught us, all of the things our advisors taught us. Like, some of those things are so just ingrained. It's just like a part of our character now, right? Like, it's not even something that we practice or we try to do. Because when it comes to sitting at a table and your posture is straight, or, all those small things, it just brings you back to that kind of college HBCU queen experience. So I absolutely love that. So it's pageant week. I know your nerves are crazy because Saturday and Sunday are going to be here before you know it. What does prep look like? How is your mind? How are you feeling? All those good things.
Yeah, so it's definitely a mix of emotions. A lot of energy being thrown out there, but of course it's all good energy. So physically, working out, staying in the gym, staying active, eating healthy, right? Those veggies that we desperately don't like, we push on the side of the plate. That's actually the main course. Okay. So definitely taking care of my body. Also just practicing my prep, it's just like going back to my dance knowledge, is practicing how I perform, right? So I want to make sure I'm walking correctly, however I practice my walks, my delivery, my interviews, just kind of speaking and owning that stage has really like been the prep for me. It's been so difficult because it seems like it's pageant season, right? So everybody is, working and diligently, perfecting their craft. And so it gets really frustrating when you don't have that backbone or you don't have those resources, right? But when you have people that either had the position, been through the process, had the journey, already experienced it, it kind of comes with the whole role. So I think that was something that also helped me prep as well, is kind of getting experiences from other people that already walked in those shoes, and then something I can learn from them, and then what I can use to move forward in order to help me win.
Love that. Love the energy, love the support system, and having people around you who are willing and able to help you, who have been through it before and know what you're dealing with, is so important. So federal government, we work in the federal government. We have our own branding and marketing company. What else? You're running for Miss Maryland. You are a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Yes, absolutely.
You just dropped this new planner a few months ago. How do you balance all of it? What is balancing and prioritizing look like for you?
OMG, I am a person of work-life balance. I mean, literally why I created a planner. I need everything right then and there on the spot. I don't want any surprises. And even if I have those surprises, I still know how to work and maneuver around them, right? Of course, things don't go as planned. Of course, things don't go the way we see it to go. And especially if God has something else in store for us, I still want to say, you know what, that's fine. I can work around it. I can go ahead and sketch that in my little book. Okay. So I think the main thing is really getting enough rest. Most of the times we kind of tend to burn ourselves out, right? So I have to be very mindful sometimes, like, it's okay to take a break. I take a little self-care day, and every Sundays, the end of the week, that's my self-care. That's my regroup. That's my get it together. Let me plan the rest of the week out. Let me see what I need to do, if I need to take the extra rest. So that's some of the things that I actually started to really take care of, was me, my body, my health. You can't really do good work if you're not good yourself. So I want to make sure that, I'm taking the right steps and all that needs to be done in order to successfully meet any of my goals, or meet any of the things that I have set in stone, especially those deadlines. So work-life balance is something that is major. I think everybody needs to take time for themselves, even if it's an hour, even if it's 2, 3, 4. I mean, phone on do not disturb. So I think that is something that I really encourage everyone to do, and just kind of get out there, because sometimes when we do so much and our hands are in a lot of things, and we're in so many organizations and we're so active in our community, we forget about ourselves sometimes. So putting ourselves first is not selfish. It is healthy. It is a healthy boundary we all have to set.
Love that. And selfish doesn't always mean negative, because when you're selfish, it's a good thing, with yourself. When you're selfish with yourself, it's a good thing. So that's a very good point. Now you mentioned a little bit earlier, you talked about your platform a bit. Love the skin you're in because depression can't win, which I love. So there's a focus on mental health there, if I'm correct. Tell me about the impact you want to make with your platform.
Yes. So my major goal is to become a motivational speaker. I am a certified life coach, and that is something I am really trying to tap in and target whatever audience, even if it starts with the youth and then work our way up to adulthood. I think that platform is so major because in our communities, especially Black and Brown communities, we don't think that going to a therapist is safe. We don't think that it's right. Like Black people don't go to, like, no, we don't do that, right? But it is okay. It is healthy. We need to kind of get all of those things up. I used to be that person that bottles everything, literally bottle. And then at the crack of dawn, when it's time to break, I am exploding. Either I'm under pressure or I'm heated, whatever it is, all those emotions that built up from 3, 4, 5 months ago, I'm now just getting out. So I am one of those people that suffer from depression, and I have overcome it. And depression is not easy. It is not easy. And this is something that, kind of runs in my family. And I had to learn that for myself, but I didn't want to accept it, right? But once you accept it, is you taking that step, is you taking that initiative, like, okay, I have the knowledge that this is something that I'm suffering. Let me go get help. And it's okay to reach out, to use our resources, or talk to somebody that we know. And it doesn't have to be a family member. It can be somebody who is an expert in that field that will be able to help you and kind of give you that guidance that you're looking for. And sometimes we don't always understand why we feel a certain way or what we're going through. But when you have that safe space where you can kind of get it out, articulate how you feel, get all your emotions out, cry a little bit. One of my main favorite quotes is, put your issues in your tissues, literally. Okay. Put all them tears, them fears in the tissues. So it is something that is really, really important, and especially in our communities. We have to start, normalizing therapy. It's okay, so, and it's so crazy that this even came up because I just saw Meek Mill's tweet, and he also tweeted normalizing Black communities going to therapy. So we really need to do that and encourage each other to do that and support each other while we do that.
Yeah, that's so true, honey. Black people, therapy is not cool in the Black community. So I think, it's so important that we have people like you who are promoting and advocating for, mental health and for Black folks to get help. So I love that. In the beginning, you talked about running for Miss Maryland, and you said, you were getting ready to age out, and, this is kind of like your last chance. And you mentioned, there's that person that is super confident on the outside, but on the inside, there's always that underlying fear. So think about that little girl, or I guess we're not really little, we adults, but I'll say little girl or an adult woman who is, confident on the outside, but she has that underlying fear, and that underlying fear is deterring her from pursuing her goals, pursuing her dreams. What advice do you have for her?
Wow, girl, get up and do it. You know me, like, I will talk myself out of something and yet still talk myself in it. And it's so crazy because I'm a firm believer that there's never a right time. There's never a perfect moment. There's never going to be like, oh, this is my moment to shine. No, because that moment could have been 3 seconds ago and you still missed that thinking about if that was your moment. You know what I mean? So to that little girl or to any little girls out there listening, I want you to live in your purpose, walk in your passion, know what the promises that God has for you, that they are for you. It's okay if no one sees your vision. It's okay if nobody understands your purpose. Nobody understands or knows your assignment because it was assigned to you. I want everybody to just be encouraged to understand and to say, I am who I am and I am me. I am the only me. There is nobody else out there like me. Somebody out there needs what you have. And that is the most important thing I can tell somebody is really get out there and do it. See somebody else who inspires you and say, now is your turn to inspire the next person coming right behind you. That is the goal.
Love it. I saw this girl post today. Her caption was the GPS said it's my turn. I said, okay, girl.
Okay, listen, turn right, because I'm always going right.
I love it. Okay, so I know this is kind of early, but if you win Miss Maryland, what is the first thing you want to do?
Oh my gosh, I just got to give gratitude. I just got to give a whole bunch of thanks to everybody that's either donated, sent an encouraged word, text message, a post, a repost, a like, a share, a comment. I mean, that is the first. I just want to give acknowledge to those people. And then, of course, giving acknowledge to God, who is the head of my life, because if it were not for him, I would not be here today. And if it wasn't a part of his plan, it would have not happened. So I just really, really want to give gratitude and just stay humbled. I think that is my main thing. And then, of course, I'm always ready to work. I'm always ready to jump right in. So as soon as I get my first duty assignment, we out there, it's crown and sash and all. Okay. So I just really want to just give thanks, like win or lose. I'm just thankful. I am grateful that and you know what? It's not even a loss. It's a lesson. So I'm just grateful that people actually see me and support me. I think that was the main thing for me. Like, wow, people out there do support me. People do uplift me and encourage me. And I want to be able to do that same in return to someone else. So that is literally the first thing. I just want to say thank you. And I'm probably going to boo-hoo and cry because y'all know I be crying over everything. So
y'all, let me tell you, Khadijah cries over everything. So if she get that crown, child, they're gonna have to pick her up.
I just hope my pictures, I just need the picture to be nice. Because I just know.
They're gonna have to pick her up off the floor. The rating queen she ain't gonna be able to crown you because
I'm falling out.
The tears.
I'm falling out right here, right now.
I love it. Well, we are manifesting. We are speaking semifinals. We are speaking top 5, and then we are speaking all the way to the crown.
Thank you.
So absolutely good luck. And I love the idea of, just gratitude for all the little people that helped you along the way. Because a support system, again, is so important.
You gotta have your tribe.
Absolutely. So before I let you go, tell us how we can keep up with you. And for the folks who'd like to either buy tickets or watch online, if that's an option, please tell us where we can do that.
Yes. So you can
donate where we can donate.
Absolutely. So you can definitely follow my process on my Instagram, which is about.Khadijah. And you can also donate. The link is in my bio. You can send Cash App, GoFundMe. You could do all those good things. And then if need PayPal, I can send that information as well. So I am really eager and excited about the journey. And for me, I'm all about process. I am one to, granted, we want the end goal, but I'm also the one to enjoy where I am now. And that's really my main focus, is just to enjoy the process, because sometimes we get so eager looking at the finish line, we forget the pretty things that are right next to us along the way. So I'm just really excited, or the obstacles that we had to learn or overcome. So I think that is really, really important. So all my links are in my bio on Instagram. For tickets, you have to buy them. So there's no virtual viewing. So you have to buy them there in the at the hotel. So when you check in, they actually had the tickets going on sale 2 hours before the event starts, so people can come and purchase their tickets. Or again, you can send me money if you're interested, Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, and I will be able to pick up those tickets, leaving your name at the front desk.
Let me go ahead and send my money so I can get my ticket.
Okay, come on now.
And one last thing I wanted you to talk about is People's Choice. I know you're up for People's Choice, so tell us how we can vote for you there.
Yes, People's Choice. This link is also in my bio, and it is labeled People's Choice. This is a guaranteed spot in the semifinals, based off the number of votes. One vote is $1. So if you want 10 votes, that's $10. So definitely please plug me in, vote as many times as you can up until the 24th. The link is in the bio, and it's unlimited voting as much as you want.
Awesome. Okay, wait, I do got one more question. I lied. What part of the pageant are you most excited about and why?
Oh my gosh. I think because I already had the interview. So I think the one I'm excited about is the evening wear. I think it's the gala part for me, where we dress up in our gowns and just strut across so gracefully, so much elegance, so much Black girl magic. Like literally, I just want to feel like the queen that I am. Like I just love that part. That is something that I'm really interested in. So, and then they have a little dance number. So I'm gonna be doing that part.
Yes, that's exciting, y'all. Khadijah's a dancer if she didn't. Okay, her boom cat. So I'm excited to see you in your evening gown. I know you're going to look gorgeous, and I'm excited to see you do your dance because we know you clap 6 and 7, 8 and boom, clap, boom,
and 1, 2, 3, turn around, drop, split. You, all right.
I love it. Well, Miss Khadijah, thank you so much for joining me today for Working Women Wednesdays and talking a little bit about your journey to the crown, pageantry. And here at DMV Daily, we wish you so much luck, so much success on your journey to the crown. And again, you know me, we are already close. So I'm speaking it in the name of because
God's will is his will. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here. And you know, I'm rooting for you. As soon as your turn, you already know. Let the people know that you're up next. Okay.
You up next, baby.
Y'all didn't know. We sisters 3 times.
Okay, 3 times. 3 times.